Welcome to this video on the storied legacy of the New York Knicks. From dynasty to drought and back to glory, the greatest story in basketball belongs to New York. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team. I was watching the finals back in '73. What a stretch.
The story begins in 1946 as one of the original franchises of the Basketball Association of America. Madison Square Garden quickly became the cathedral of basketball, where legends were made. The late 1960s marked the dawn of a golden era. Through smart drafting and roster moves, the Knicks assembled a selfless, talented team ready to lead the way in basketball. Head coach Red Holtzman was the architect of this dynasty. His simple but demanding philosophy focused on defensive effort and unselfish play, ultimately earning him a place in the Hall of Fame. Willis Reed remains the heart of the franchise. His legendary performance in the 1970 finals, playing through a severe injury, galvanized his team to capture their first championship. If Reed was the soul, Walt Clyde Frazier was the style. A defensive wizard and offensive master, Frazier's brilliance defined the Knicks' success and forever left his mark on the game. The dynasty was built on a true brotherhood. Stars like Dave DeBusschere, Bill Bradley, Dick Barnett, and Earl Monroe each brought essential skills that complemented the team's winning system. In 1970, the Knicks captured their first NBA title. Defeating the Lakers, they ignited the city and created a moment that truly transcended the sport. The 1973 championship proved the Knicks' dominance was no fluke. With Willis Reed leading the way, the team secured their second title and cemented their legacy as an all-time great dynasty. The numbers speak for themselves. 2 championships, legendary All-Star seasons, and a roster of Hall of Famers define the golden era of the New York Knicks. Following 1973, a long wait began. Despite 5 decades without another title, the team faced many challenges, yet their dedicated fan base never stopped believing in the mission. The late 1970s brought transition and turbulence. While the championship core dispersed, players like Bob McAdoo provided moments of hope during a difficult period for the franchise. In the 1980s, Bernard King electrified the Garden. His incredible scoring ability made him a bright spot in Knicks history until a tragic injury cut his prime short. The 1985 draft changed everything with the arrival of Patrick Ewing. For 15 years, he served as the team's anchor, becoming the face of the franchise through a highly competitive era. The 1990s brought intense competition and heartbreak. Despite legendary battles and a memorable 1994 finals run, the title remained just out of reach for the Ewing-era Knicks. In 1999, the 8th-seeded Knicks defied the odds in a truly gritty, unforgettable postseason run. Though they fell in the finals to San Antonio, they captured the hearts of New York. The 2000s and early 2010s brought the wilderness years, a challenging era marked by management struggles. Yet, the dedicated Knicks fans remained loyal throughout. The Isaiah Thomas era was defined by bold, chaotic moves. Despite some high-profile signings, the team struggled with roster instability and high payrolls for most of the decade. In 2012, Linsanity took over the city. Jeremy Lin's meteoric rise provided a few glorious weeks of electric basketball that reminded everyone of the potential of Madison Square Garden. Carmelo Anthony brought elite scoring brilliance to New York in 2011. While his tenure featured all-star highlights, the team could not overcome the obstacles needed for a deep playoff run. Around 2015, the organization committed to a necessary, if painful, rebuild. The strategy focused on shedding contracts and building a foundation through the NBA draft. Slowly, a new core took shape with players like R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson, bringing a fresh identity and physical play to the Knicks. The 2021 season signaled a return to relevance under coach Tom Thibodeau. Returning to the playoffs, the team proved that the Knicks were back on the map. By the mid-2020s, a coherent, championship-focused vision took hold. The front office had finally assembled a team built to compete at the highest level. Leon Rose transformed the front office into an efficient machine. Through strategic hiring and shrewd trades, he laid the groundwork for the modern Knicks renaissance. Jalen Brunson's arrival in 2022 was the heartbeat of the new team. His leadership, scoring, and composure made him the modern hero the city had been waiting for. The addition of OG Anunoby in 2024 provided the elite defensive versatility the roster lacked. With him on board, the Knicks solidified their two-way championship potential. The 2024-25 season was a statement year. Finishing as a top seed and making a deep playoff run, the Knicks proved they were true title contenders. As the 2025-26 season began, the energy in the city hit a new peak. Destiny felt like it was finally within reach at the Garden. With a championship-caliber roster entering their prime, the expectations were clear. Nothing less than a title would satisfy the faithful. The journey continues. The 2025-26 season was special from the opening tip. With focused urgency, the team dominated at the Garden, establishing themselves as a true championship contender. Navigating a challenging path through the playoffs, the Knicks proved their mettle in every round, culminating in a historic Eastern Conference Finals win that sent them to the NBA Finals. The 2026 NBA Finals was more than just a series. It was a city reclaiming its throne. For the first time since 1999, the Finals returned to Madison Square Garden. Jalen Brunson delivered an all-time performance during the Finals. Averaging 34 points and 8.2 assists, he led New York with unmatched poise and skill to clinch the championship. When the final buzzer sounded, 53 years of waiting came to an end. The pure joy of the moment echoed throughout the streets of New York City. The New York Knicks are champions once again. The long-awaited banner was raised, solidifying their return to the top of the basketball world. Jalen Brunson was named Finals MVP, a fitting tribute to his historic leadership. He joins the elite ranks of Knicks legends who have brought glory to the Garden. Seeing the 2026 championship banner raised alongside the legends of the past was a profound moment for the franchise. The legacy lives on, stronger than ever. The 2026 team shares the DNA of the 1970 Dynasty, defensive grit, team-first basketball, and an unbreakable spirit that truly defines the identity of a New York Knick. This victory belongs to the fans. From those who stood by the team during the leanest years to the new generation of supporters, this win is the reward for their faith. With a strong young core and a clear vision, this title serves as a foundation for sustained success. The future for the New York Knicks is incredibly bright. From the dynasty of the 70s to the triumph of 2026, the Knicks remain the heartbeat of New York. The Garden has its champions, and the legacy continues.